Junkin' Fool over here in Porville. So this motor is one I had around here for a while. I think it's a 360. Come out of an old Dodge truck, 4x4, and I put a new timing chain in it, and I just pulled this apart because I need a timing chain in the motorhome. And this is nice and tight, but it's pretty rusty. I cleaned some of it up with a wire wheel. But I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm probably just going to buy a new one. Maybe just go ahead and get a double roller. I got that other engine in the other parts truck out there, and I kind of suspect that jump timing is why I haven't got that one running. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and spend a few bucks and get a new. I just bought this DeWalt brushless impact driver. I don't know what they call it. Impact driver, I guess, but it works really good. Had to break down, put a gear puller together. I got a whole set someplace, but I couldn't find it. I messed around, tried to get it apart. Yeah, it got pretty wet in there, so I could probably clean this up if I really had to, if it was a popsicle time or something, and soak it and blow it out and just clean it up real good. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and buy one and save this for that other motor, which I think it would probably last a long time. But yeah, I cleaned a lot of the crap off when I pulled it apart, and I'm like, oh, that don't look good. The chain and gears is probably usable, but I don't know. I think I'll just start with a new one. So right where I moved this up here with a wheel loader, and we're gonna put this. Well, I guess this come out of a Dodge Power Wagon. I think that's what it was. So I think we're gonna put the transmission and transfer case on the computer. Now that was good, and I can't remember. I almost think the frame was rotten or something on this thing. The motor run, but it didn't run right. I think that was mainly the issue with the fuel system. So yeah, we're gonna put it on the computer for sale. A few parts here, bolt section. So we end up with a little bit of scrap too. We got an alternator, that casing which I broke trying to get that apart without the wheel puller. Some short iron in there, a little bit of 2-foot. So the tools that we got here are basically going to be the same ones we need on the motor home. So I'll probably get a little longer bolts for that thing. I kind of got them. It worked, but I smacked it a few times with a hammer there, so I would never use that harmonic balancer. I didn't really care. Hopefully I got another one over here. So yeah, I was crawled underneath it. I was going to change oil in the thing, and I thought, well, I'm going to check the play in the distributor. So I got under there with a ratchet. I pulled the valve or the distributor cap off, and I had Debbie watch the rotor, and I was turning underneath there, and she said, well, it's not moving. And it was, I would say it's definitely really loose. So I got to probably pull the radiator out. I was having trouble trying to get it to time up. I got under there to mark the degrees and everything. And I thought, well, before I get too carried away, I'm going to check that. So I did pull the cap off and rolled it back and forth. And actually, Debbie got under there and turned the ratchet, and I looked, and it wasn't moving. You had to move about 1.5 inches, and then it would move. So that tells me there's definitely a lot of slop in that chain.